Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds. Start. Gender discrimination and personal liberty are two closely connected issues that continue to shape societies across the world. In every culture and civilization, individuals have struggled for the right to be treated fairly regardless of their gender. Liberty meaning the freedom to make choices and live without oppression should be a fundamental human right. Yet, gender discrimination often limits this freedom, particularly for women and gender minorities. Historically, gender roles were rigidly defined. Men were expected to be strong providers, while women were often restricted to domestic roles. Although society has made significant progress, many remnants of these traditional roles persist even today. From wage gaps to unequal educational opportunities, from political underrepresentation to everyday biases, gender discrimination continues to impact millions of lives. One of the most visible forms of gender discrimination is economic inequality. Around the world, women often earn less than men for performing the same work. In many cases, they are also given fewer opportunities for promotion and leadership. Even in countries where laws mandate equal pay, societal biases and systematic structures prevent true equality. This economic disparity is not only unfair but it also limits personal liberty. Economic dependence restricts an individual's ability to make independent choices about their life, career, and future. Education is another crucial area where gender discrimination affects personal liberty. In many parts of the world, girls are discouraged or even prevented from pursuing education. Lack of access to education traps individuals in cycles of poverty and dependence, making it impossible for them to exercise their rights freely. Education empowers individuals, providing them the tools to make informed decisions and participate fully in society. When girls and women are denied this basic right, their personal liberty is severely compromised. In political arena, gender discrimination is equally apparent. Women are underrepresented in most governments around the world. Their perspectives and needs are often overlooked when laws and policies are crafted. This lack of representation means that many legal systems continue to reflect a male centric view of society, failing to protect the personal liberties of all citizens equally. Ensuring gender diversity in politics is not just about fairness, it is essential for creating laws that support and protect the freedom of every individual. Social norms and cultural practices also play a significant role in perpetuating gender discrimination. In many communities, traditional beliefs dictate how men and women should behave. Women may be expected to dress a certain way, marry at a particular age, or prioritize family over career. Men may be pressured to suppress emotions, act aggressively, or avoid traditionally feminine pursuits. These stereotypes not only restrict individuals but also harm the overall development of society. True personal liberty means the freedom to define one's own identity without being forced into a narrow mold by societal expectations. Another serious concern is violence based on gender. Around the globe, many women and gender minorities face harassment, domestic abuse, and sexual violence. Fear of violence limits their ability to participate fully in society, pursue opportunities, and express themselves freely. Personal liberty cannot exist in an environment where individuals live in constant fear. Protecting people from gender based violence is a critical step toward ensuring their freedom. It is also important to recognize the intersectionality of gender discrimination. Factors such as race, class, caste, religion, and disability often compound the effects of gender bias. A woman from a marginalized community may face far greater challenges than a woman from a privileged background. Similarly, non binary and transgender individuals experience unique forms of discrimination that further restrict their personal liberty. Addressing gender discrimination must evolve, and understanding of these overlapping systems of operation. Legal reforms have been an important tool in the fight against gender discrimination. Laws promoting equal pay, preventing sexual harassment, and ensuring political representation for women are vital steps forward. However, laws alone are not enough. Societal attitudes must also evolve. Education, media, and public discourse have a powerful role to play in challenging stereotypes and promoting a culture of equality and respect. Family and community environments are equally influential. Children learn about gender roles from an early age, often absorbing the biases of the adults around them. By promoting gender neutral parenting and encouraging children to pursue their interests without regard to gender norms, we can help build a future generation that values personal liberty for all. Workplaces also have a responsibility to challenge gender discrimination. Companies can implement policies that promote diversity, equality, and inclusion. They can ensure fair hiring practices, provide mentorship programs for underrepresented groups, and foster a culture where every employee feels safe and valued. When workplaces respect and support personal liberty, they become engines of innovation, productivity, and social progress. At the heart of the struggle against gender discrimination is the belief in the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. No one should be judged, limited, or oppressed because of their gender. Personal liberty means having the freedom to dream, to aspire, to speak, to love, and to live authentically. Each of us has a role to play in promoting gender equality and safeguarding personal liberty. We can start by questioning our own biases and prejudices, standing up against injustice when we see it, and supporting policies and leaders who prioritize equality. Small actions such as encouraging a young girl to pursue her passion in science or supporting a transgender colleague in the workplace can have a profound impact. It is also essential to listen to the voices of those who have been marginalized. By amplifying the experiences and perspectives of women, we enrich our understanding and move closer to building a just and equitable society. In conclusion, gender discrimination is a serious threat to personal liberty. It affects not only individuals but entire communities and nations. Freedom and equality are not privileges for a few, they are rights for all. A truly free society is one where every person, regardless of gender, can live with dignity, make their own choices, and pursue their dreams without fear or limitation. Ending gender discrimination and ensuring personal liberty is not just a moral duty, it is the foundation for a better, more just, and more prosperous world. Stop.